Just chilling, hopped on the Fortnite OG.
Oh yeah.
Just, you know, got back on that.
events, you know.
Okay, Fortnite OG looks proper, man. It looks
Yeah,
fun.
bro. I used to play that like every day, like 8 hours a day. Like it was like a full-time job for me, bro.
Yeah.
He was actually paying like he was getting paid for it.
Bro, I was playing like the rent was due, bro.
He was literally playing like the rent was due.
Like the rent was due.
Oh my.
Nowadays, bro, I just play like Apex or Overwatch. Overwatch is a sick game.
Yeah,
Super
I've seen
underrated.
that.
I remember it was kind of competing with Fortnite at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only briefly, yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite was crazy huge though, man.
Fortnite was big.
But Overwatch is sick because it's a team-based game, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like 5v5. It used to be like 6v6.
Yeah.
And super like it feels like a sport.
Like
bro.
you have to like play as a team.
The way I play Overwatch, it reminds me of basketball though too. You know,
Yeah.
because like you have 3 roles. You have tank, support, and a DPS. But it feels like in basketball you compare it like support is a point guard. So you're like orchestrating the plays. You enable everyone to do their job.
Yeah.
You know, tank takes like the brunt of the force. Tank is like the big man in the post.
Center,
You know, so they have their specific role, and then DPS are like the shooters, shooting guards and whatever.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Shooting guard slashers.
You seem like you're
man.
pretty good at this game, honestly. If you.
Yeah, bro. So I'm
He's a
I'm
strategist.
I'm
bro.
almost
He's-
I'm grandmaster in that game, but I've been playing it for a while. So.
I don't even know like the rankings.
Yeah. So if these guys are watching, I'm Masters 2, Masters 1.
You guys know what's going on in the Middle East?
Yeah, that's a good topic actually, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that you want to touch up on it.
No, I can't really do too much like help, but like if I could just spread the message at the very least, say something like let people know about it.
Yeah.
At the very least,
100%. Bottom line, I think bottom line is that like innocent children, innocent people in general just shouldn't have to die for like crimes they didn't even commit. Things they're not even part of. You know. So at the bottom line, we have to advocate for people who can't speak for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like those people don't have a say in it. So it's up to us to advocate for them. You know, because it's our countries who are funding the wars. You feel me? So
Exactly.
like the onus is on us. You know, we do have responsibility, and we got to speak up for what's right. You know.
Yeah. Honestly,
We might not know what's right, but bottom line, you guys see innocent people dying, then that's all you need to know,
Yeah.
It's not right.
Do what you can do to like support Palestine,
Yeah, raising awareness
Yeah.
is even something super cost effective and very like
Yeah,
big,
like for example, me, like I used to go to McDonald's and Starbucks like all the time, pretty much. Like at least once every other day, I go to McDonald's or Starbucks. And like this past month, I haven't like gotten any of them just because I know they're
funding the war.
Yeah, they're funding
the war.
Yeah, they're funding Israel for weapons. So. A message I would want to leave you guys with is kind of just be aware that you're in a privileged position to you don't have to care. Like I'm not telling you guys you have to care. It's just something that you should be aware about, like that you're in a privileged position to even be able to care or not. This could be you. So do what you can to support Palestine. First question of the day is: if someone has been in a relationship for 3+ years, is that too long? Like, let's say you're talking to someone. Let's say you're talking to a girl and she's been in a relationship she had a past relationship for over 3 years. Is that too long for you to say like? Yeah,
So I see you asking like that might be their soulmate.
yeah, that's
that might
exactly
be their
what I'm saying. Yeah,
soulmate.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
So you're talking about it like as if like
Wait, have you been in a relationship for like how long? Was
my
your
longest relationship was about 4 years ago, but we dated for 1.5 years.
Okay,
but we
okay,
also
it's not bad, it's not
yeah,
bad.
but it did seem like it was longer though, or like it felt like because we spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Because I was in school, she would come with me to school, and we lived together and stuff too. So we spent like a lot more time than like I feel like a
Average
lot of
couple,
people
yeah,
within
yeah.
a 1.5 year relationship with
Yeah.
too. Okay, so when you're asking this question, are you talking about it? So I'm on a date with a girl, and she has an ex that she dated with for 3 years.
3+ years, yeah. Is that gonna be like a red flag in your head, like, yo, that's too long? Like, go back to your soulmate, go back to your soul tie, type thing.
Nah,
It's not-
I don't think.
Nah, that might be for me.
I'm not even gonna lie.
If
If I was on a date and someone told me they were dating someone for 3+ years, I'd be like, no, like go back to your soul tie, honestly.
Nah, man.
For me, like if they still have contact with that person, like bro, that's gonna be in the back of your mind the whole time, like 3 years.
Yeah,
If they
okay.
still have contact with
Yo,
them.
if they're still talking to it, it's like then weighs like the air of caution, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a little
yeah, the
sus.
red flag,
you know?
the little
like
red,
talking,
you know?
staying in touch with your ex is always a little sus. But if they don't talk to them, but like they had a past relationship, things happen, you know. Like
honestly, yeah.
That's true. That is true.
You're an
Like-
understanding person. I see that, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it's like you don't know why it ended, so that also matters, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of it is like to do with our own insecurities. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. And even like, you know, I feel like if I forgot what I was gonna say.
You know what I will say, if you've been in a relationship for that long, you're committed. You're like,
Whoa, that's what I was gonna say.
That's
That's
what
exactly.
you're
I was gonna say like, like at least if they've been in a relationship for 3+ years, you know, like there's some sort of loyalty there.
yeah,
you know?
loyalty and like they're committed. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
committed,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very
yeah.
true.
That's
That's
very
very
true. But unfortunately, you committed to the wrong person, you know. And so it's like, you know,
That's
that's
crazy.
like,
If they have any contact with that 3-year relationship, then I feel like that's a red flag. 100%.
I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, but I'm saying it's a big red flag.
A bigger red flag?
A big red
It's
flag.
not.
Yeah,
I don't think it's even a red flag.
I
at
think
all.
it's
It's a
red
normal.
flag if they have contact. We're talking about if they have contact with this person still.
Okay, but my thing is like, why? How do you date someone for that long and like not like it doesn't work out?
Anything can happen.
There's so many reasons, man. Like sometimes, people get into relationships out of loneliness, you know.
Yeah.
And then when they have that companionship, that's like their like solution to that
Mhm. Okay,
loneliness.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not like
right,
working on
right.
themselves. Sometimes people are in abusive relationships, and it's hard for them to get out because they have these patterns from maybe their parents and shit, and then
Yeah.
they can't get out, you know. And then,
But you see, like everything you just said kind of just strikes me as a red flag, though.
That is
with
true.
the abusive thing, yeah. But it's like, when you're the person who's in an abusive relationship, and it's hard for it's harder, it's easier said than done to leave a relationship.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah,
because
actually, you just reminded me. I watched this one show like at least like a year ago or something called like Made, right? And it was about like someone in like an abusive relationship. It was actually a really good show. I'm shouting out the show right now. Go watch it. Made. I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
And then loneliness is like, I think that's so normal, and so many people do it. People like, especially when you're young, man, like people get into relationships because they don't know themselves, you know. And then it's crazy, and then they don't know themselves, and then they look for a partner to fill that void in them. But like the best relationships are when you know who you are. You're okay being independent, because there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. And you're okay being independent and being alone, and then you find someone who's a partner with you. You know,
Yeah,
those are the best types of
that's
relationships.
deep. That's deep.
Yo, that's getting clipped for sure. That's getting clipped. We didn't come to like a full agreement on that. I'm just saying I think it's a red flag still. You obviously made good points. You
Yeah.
don't think it's a red flag, and you.
I think it's a red flag if there's still in contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the relationship in itself, I don't think is a red
Yeah,
flag.
yeah. I'm with you. on
If they
that.
still talk to their ex, definitely says so.
Yeah.
All right. The next topic I have, or question I would call it, is do you think you should be friends with your coworkers? I'm kind of at work, and I'm kind of like, honestly, I would love to be friends with like all these people and all that, but like a lot of them, they're kind of like they just come here to work, you know, and like, I see that, you know, you just go to your job to work, you know,
Yeah.
you don't really go to like be friends with people, you know.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok actually recently, like that was talking, like that said the same thing about this. He was saying he was saying like you shouldn't be friends with your like coworkers because like the friendship is only through work, you know. Like as soon as you guys don't work together, friendship is over, you know. Like whatever, like relationships or friendships you built, they're only lasting through work.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you stop working together, you don't even go out with them anymore. And I feel like that's true for like a lot of
That's very true.
a lot of
but
friendships,
like
like work friendships.
it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, I think it only will end there if you let it, you know? And
Yeah.
if you don't let it go get any deeper than that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
So
but
yeah.
I think I treat it as like work is somewhere, just another place you can meet people.
Yeah.
You know, when you meet people, you vibe check them, whatever, and sometimes you never know. They could be like someone you get along with really well.
Yeah.
Right? And also with work, at least when you get to like your chosen career or whatever, work is like where you spend more time with
That's
people
what
than
I'm saying.
anyone, even your.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you spend so much time at this place, and it's like it's kind of like how are you not gonna be like friends with these people, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how do you go to work just to work, when you see these people like more than your own family, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of how I'm like.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I saw a graph where it's like, like as you get older, you spend less and less time with your friends and your family, your brothers even, and then you start spending more time with only your significant other and your coworkers.
Yeah,
And
I think I saw that same graph. Actually.
Those are the people you end up spending the most time.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is crazy too.
Yeah.
A little sad. You know?
Now, even like where I work, like what I do, like everyone I work with is my friend, pretty much. Like I would hang out with these guys, like outside of work and stuff, and sometimes we don't even work together for like months.
Yeah.
And we still see each other, you know. It's just like, yeah. Personally, I think you could definitely. It's a good idea to be friends with your coworkers because that way it makes work life better and like even like you know them better than a lot of other people that you don't see very often.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like
I think that's a huge point. Is like the work life. Like, if you're gonna spend so much time there, you might as well like why
That's
not
what I'm saying.
make it enjoyable. But when you're young, it's like also so easy to make friends. Eh?
Yeah.
Like there's no like expectations. You have no like limiting beliefs. So you just go around and you'll be like, hey man, like, do you like basketball? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right,
There's
let's
so
be
much
friends.
friends on the basketball court.
Yo, that's
There's
like
so
pride.
much friends
That's
on the
like
basketball
pride.
court.
Yeah, man. And we get older and we like lose that touch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like have different like you were saying like limiting beliefs and stuff. Like people kind of like as you get older, you start to see things differently. Like as someone else, like you never really can see things the same as another person, you know.
Yeah.
So like the more you guys see things differently, like the harder it is to be friends, you know, with some people.
Yeah,
It's
for
like-
sure.
Where do you guys think is like you guys got me thinking like where do you guys think is like one of the most wholesome like groups of people? I think like the gym is like a really wholesome community, you know?
The gym's a good one.
Yeah, it's like a really wholesome community where like
Yeah,
people like
it's-
really like they're down to make friends, they're down to be like cool with you and all that, like help you and all that. It's crazy, you know?
Yo, I have a sick answer actually.
I have an answer, but like it's not even personal, you know. Like, but yeah, let's hear your.
Okay, the most wholesome group of friends I have. Actually, rock climbing is also a sick community.
Rock climbing,
but
okay.
board games is probably the most wholesome. People.
That actually sounds accurate.
Yeah, because I met one of my best friends at I met him elsewhere, but he's like he put me onto board games, and we go to board game cafes, and everyone is so friendly there, bro. And they're so patient.
Like you talk to like
teaching
random
games.
people?
Yeah.
Because like I remember like we've been to like 2 and it's kind of like I feel like everybody's kind of doing their own thing. You don't want to interrupt another group.
Oh.
But like I don't know, like if you've done it and like you think it's cool.
You know what? But it could also be my friend Vince. He's the one. He's just so welcoming. So he'll always group strangers in together, and he'll make it so like warm environment for them to come in.
Oh,
so maybe that might be why.
Yeah.
But like normally, like I go in with like my own group of friends, but sometimes we get more players to come in, and then I meet like so many people that way.
Yeah.
I meet so many people that way.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I actually want to go back to the Board King Cafe, bro. We were playing this game called like Block Us, and I was just dominating, bro. I was dominating, bro. I was actually dominating with this guy.
You know what?
Yeah.
It also makes it so easy to meet people too, because you can just be like yourself. Because you get so like into the game, and you're
That's
competitive.
like me when I used to play basketball. It's kind of just like I just felt like more of myself when I used to play basketball.
Yeah. I played
you
the court.
have
The
to, like-
basketball line's a competitive spot though. Like you don't really touch the court unless like you're there to compete. You know, there's no friends on the court. I feel like that. That's how it was
no
back
friends on
then.
the court. That's what
Back,
you
yeah.
That's
that's
what
how it
it's
was.
There's no friends on the court.
there's no
See,
friends.
board games is a bit like so like in basketball you have like those Michael Jordans who are like toxic and like mad competitive. And stuff.
Yeah.
Like, board games is like it's not like
Exactly.
as bad. You know?
Yeah.
What was your
About
answer?
video games.
I honestly wasn't even like a personal one, but I
You
feel
get
like
a good one too.
I feel like if you're in like one of those like Discord chats or something like that, those guys are like the most.
Those
like,
guys are like
those guys will help
family,
you out, bro.
Those
You know,
guys are family.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
you could
I'm
be
not
on
even on
Discord
Discord,
asking a
bro.
question at like 1 a.m. and someone try to help you out. You know what I mean? Like they're
I'm not even on Discord.
yeah,
like
neither
that.
am I. But like I just I've just heard. You know.
Dang.
But yeah, it's like like I feel like that would be a good thing. You know, none of us.
I actually have a lot of questions, but like I feel like these 2 questions are like really good. Like we had like some good conversations.
I like these.
I want to throw in one more. It's not
Yeah.
even on this paper though. But like, since I'm talking to some real intellectuals right now, I want to know the answer. How do you guys see the good in people?
How do you
see the good in people?
Like, what do you use to like? What kind of logic do you use, or like, what do you?
Okay.
Yeah, because like, you know, some people they just have a hard time like seeing like people for like, you know, their like positive stuff and you know all the good stuff they do. So how do you guys like see the good in people?
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Listen up.
Okay, so there's a quote is you only see in others what you can see in yourself.
Yes.
And it makes sense because you can only see, like, the more you look inside yourself, those are the traits that you can recognize in other people. You won't be able to, like, traits you don't have, you won't be able to see it in other people.
I've been saying that, eh? I've actually been saying that.
That's deep.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
One
yeah.
more time.
No, I can't say it again.
I know exactly.
Alright, bro, say it. You know what?
Bro.
So what you see in others is what you see in or what you see in yourself is what you see in others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you can only see what you see in yourself in others.
That's deep.
Yeah, but I don't remember the exact quote, but like
Yeah,
I've been saying the exact thing, like the exact same thing.
So basically, the more you work on yourself, the more better you try to become of yourself, the more you'll be able to see that same good, like goodness or whatever in other people.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the more that's really good. The more gratitude I have for like life and everything that I have, the more I like appreciate people and appreciate the things that I have and appreciate the things that people do for me.
Yeah.
Even like if they're small or big, whatever it is, you know.
Yeah. For
like
me, it's kind of like
yeah.
For me, it's kind of just like, you know, just being like aware of like, you know, like the blessings that you receive every single day and all that. Like even someone just like, I don't know, just like smiling or like waving at you or something like that. It's something so small, you know. And it's just like that just shows that they're like a good person, you know. You know, like you can choose to focus on like one small like bad thing, like one negative thing. You can, but like for every like one bad like small thing, there's like 100 good things.
Yeah.
It's just what you choose to focus on.
And every single person on this earth who's ever lived has something good about them. You know, we all act out of love. We all do things that we think that are right. You know, like no one's just malicious out of being malicious.
Yeah.
You know, so everyone, like even the worst type of people, even Hitler, you could say he had great leadership qualities.
Yeah.
You know, that first got him to where he was able to lead the nation into wherever he got to, right?
Yeah.
Although he did terrible things, you know, I'm not like
we're not like
condoning
that.
it, not trying to get canceled or anything. But like you can see good in everybody, you know. There's good things about every single person.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't judge a person by their whole. You know, just because someone does evil things doesn't make them an evil person.
Yeah. It's a good tip. That's a good tip for like people in life, honestly. Like you get what you're looking for, you know. You'll see what you're looking for, you know. If you're looking for bad qualities, you're gonna see bad qualities. You know, and like you said before, like if you're looking at bad qualities, if you notice bad things about others, like they're maybe like whatever, like rude or something, it's something that you see in yourself, you know. You can't conceptualize something that you didn't experience yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like like the more gratitude you have, like the more you'll see in other people.
All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for this podcast. We actually had like really good discussions. I actually feel like we answered those questions like really, really well, honestly. I do have more questions, so Vito's gonna make another appearance for sure. So if you guys did like the video, and we do appreciate you guys watching this one, just drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you can see the next video that comes out with Vino again. You know.
Yo, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad to come out. I want to do more actually.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you for coming out, eh? So that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. See y'all in the next one. Peace.
DBros out.